The Bucks won the NBA Cup. Go Bucks.
What up, everybody, and welcome to the FB and Goobs weekly football extravaganza, where we don't care if the Bucks won the cup. I am FB,
I am. I don't care about the Bucks either. I'm the Goob.
and we are sponsored by a tiny little bar in a tiny little city in a big state called the Good
Hopefully,
Time
a bunch.
Tavern.
Hopefully, Angry Orchard
Someday,
someday.
someday, when you're old and gray. How's it good?
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited to talk about the best stiff arm ever. Excited to talk about terrible quarterbacks. But
Oh, that'd be
first,
yours.
first we got to address the Niners and the Packers in the room. I
The
would like
Niners
to
and the
skip.
Packers in the room. Which one is the elephant in the room?
Well, I'd like to skip mine if you don't mind, because nothing happened last Thursday. It was a solid
Nope.
nightmare.
Go. Go.
Oh, the cow demands
Go.
information. All right, well, as
Ooh.
everyone knows, Brock Purdy sucks in the rain, and he continued that by throwing about, I don't know, 46% completion percentage on Thursday. I don't know. Anytime you get swept by the Rams, it's just awful. I mean, they're the Lambs. You don't get swept by them. This hasn't happened. Well, I guess it happened in 2019, but they were sort of good then. Let's see here. What else? Yeah, no
You
good
have had
news
a
on the
good
Niners
record.
front. Zero good news. Dre Greenlaw played like a madman. He was a freaking force of nature throughout the first half, and then he didn't play the second half. So I don't know if he got tired or got hurt, or we just decided to throw in the towel when we were up 6-3. We're like, you know what? We don't need Greenlaw anymore.
Well,
But
listen,
yeah,
the,
no,
the best thing about that was that you guys have Devondre Campbell now, and we don't. That was the best part about that whole thing.
right. Peace out, Devondre. Have fun.
Peace out,
Working.
Devondre. That's what the
Have
Green
fun
Bay Packers
working.
said to you too, fucker.
Oh
Peace
yeah.
out, bitch.
Yeah, he's gonna have to get a job at like a car wash or something
He'll
now.
never play football again because
Probably
there'll
never
be
coach.
no coaches in the
Nope.
NFL that will take him on their team.
He won't coach it. He won't train it. He won't. Yeah, he will
No, he's
never see
done.
that logo again.
Take your money, get a nice car, nice house, do your thing.
Buy some crack. You're fine.
Yeah, talk about your days of playing football because I'm pretty sure if you say you're not going back on the field and that's it, I'm pretty sure nobody's gonna take you. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe the Raiders. Could he be a
he,
Raider? Could
he
Devondre
could be.
Campbell be a Raider?
He could be a Raider. I'll count that as one of your questions. Yes, he could be a Raider.
Nope. Nope. I got five good questions. But that is a
Okay.
pretty good question. Could Devondre Campbell be a Raider?
Yeah,
The
no,
answer
I
is
mean it's interesting.
it's I think it's a good yes.
It should be, but don't you think like Brady's got to step in somewhere with his 1% ownership and just be like, listen, hey, no, man, just no.
How about a Jaguar? Could he be a Jaguar?
A cowboy.
No, he can't be a Cowboy. He's not going to last. Mike McCarthy won't put up with that. Mike McCarthy's going to be the head coach next year because he's already proven it by coming back and winning games. And he knows how to win games. He's been in the playoffs and the Super Bowl.
Nice. He beat Carolina. Good job, buddy.
He'll be the coach, man. I'm telling you. He will be the
No,
coach.
no, I don't doubt it, but
No, I don't either.
it it seems like a joke.
So listen, so the best thing about that game was Devondre Campbell because he's not a Packer anymore. And the best thing about the Packers is that we helped you out this week, but you lost. What the fuck?
What? I know.
We went in there, we beat Seattle. You were supposed to beat the Rams, like you kept telling me. You were going to go Rams win, Cardinals win the division. And then we found out that Brock Purdy can't play in bad weather. And now I think to myself, well, that's tough because the last 5 games of the season are in bad weather almost all the time. So I don't know. I just Aaron Rodgers couldn't beat the Niners. Brock Purdy can't play in bad weather. We all got our bad things. You know what I mean? I just, so
No, I agree. No,
but but the Packers, on
still
the
fine.
other hand, Jordan Love is doing what he does. He sucks in the beginning and he crushes you in the end. I don't know what his deal is. Now I blamed it on injuries this year because I thought the first season, no preseason, then get hurt in the first game, and then it's going to take 5 or 6 games to really show yourself. But the few games after that, he still kept putting up 3 interceptions. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, damn, Jordan. Don't. Yeah, I love Brett Favre. So whatever, Jordan, just do it, buddy. But now we're getting that Jordan Love I like to see. Josh Jacobs seems to be running well in Green Bay. Uh, Musgrave is coming back to add to the Kraft, Dobbs, Jaden Reed, Christian Watson talent pool. Uh, Edrin Cooper, whoever this linebacker is, who was the best
Ooh, you
linebacker
see him
in the
chase down that
draft,
dude last week? That was sick.
dude,
That
whoever this
chase
guy
down speed
is, this might be a score.
might be a score. Yep. He looks like Micah Parsons, that middle linebacker sometimes.
Every once in a while, you see a little like, this guy's good. I don't want to
Yeah.
use the word Micah Parson in the same sentence as Edrin Cooper quite yet, but I would love to next year.
Well,
So
I
let's.
mean, these Wisconsinites are very optimistic. So.
I'm very optimistic myself, but I don't want to say it yet. I would love to. That'd be great. Evan Williams Simpson. I mean, I think the defense is starting to hit its stride without Jair Alexander. Valentine with an interception.
After he blew it to play before.
Listen, he's young. He's going to do that. And he's not, he's a seventh round draft pick from Western Kentucky or something like that.
I was
So
hoping it was Norfolk State. I really
I
was.
wish it was Norfolk State because Mike Vick missed out on having him. But no, I'm excited for what I see in the Packers. Like I said in my short, don't sleep because the last couple of games have looked pretty good. And that's what we need to do is look pretty good.
Yeah, you have a nice schedule coming down the stretch too. So,
Yes, we do. And one of
we'll see
those
what
games
happens.
is the Bears, and that is a complete dumpster fire.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
I don't know what's going on there. There's a lot of talent in one room. I think the talent, the one piece of talent they needed is on the Redskins. I think that's the problem. So
That is definitely a problem.
that is definitely a problem. So are we ready to do this?
Yeah, we are. I was trying to think if I had a Redskins questions because I mean they're down to Terry McLaurin and that's it. So I worry about the Redskins. But anyway, yes.
I know
Let's,
I asked you 6 or 7 weeks ago, do you think the Redskins will still be in this in the end? Are they still going to be in this in the end? Can anybody catch them?
it's less likely. Yeah, it's tough. It's
Yeah,
tough.
it's getting tough. There was such a big lead in the beginning. So
Yeah, the thing is they have a couple. They got Eagles next week, which is tough, and then the week after that is also a pretty tough game, I believe. And then they go to Dallas, which Dallas won't try unless it means something to Washington at that point.
and it
In which
will.
in which case they will. So yeah, Washington's got 3 tough games left. I don't see them losing all 3, which I mean, it's possible that we could sneak one of the NFC West teams in.
Like
So
Cardinals, Rams.
yeah, Rams, Seahawks, maybe. I don't think the
Oh,
Cardinals have
Rams,
enough.
Seahawks. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean.
It's possible one of them catches Washington, but Washington would have to lose 2 or 3, or at least
How
3.
about Geno Smith with the injury of Geno Smith? What happened to him?
Sam Howell is not going to help Seattle.
No, I don't think so.
No, Gino's got a go robo leg like
Oh,
Mahomes.
oh,
He needs the Mahomes drugs in the high ankle sprain or whatever the knee it is.
yeah. High ankle sprain this late in the season is not a good thing for your quarterback because he could be out 3 games.
Right. All
Yeah.
right. So let's start NFC questions.
Are you
Here we
starting? You're
go.
starting, right? Go
I am.
ahead.
I'm starting. And speaking of injuries, uh, we saw both Saquon and David Montgomery leave yesterday's games. Luckily for Eagles fans, Saquon says he's fine. David Montgomery, however, is out for the season. Does this shift the balance of power in the NFC?
It does actually. And you know, I thought as the running back tandem in Detroit went, I do view David Montgomery as the number one back. As the guy who starts the game and kind of the guy who finishes the game. And Mr. Jahmyr Gibbs is amazing in the middle because he can do all those little quick passes. And I think this drastically. Now, I'm just not saying the Montgomery injury because if you look at Detroit, I think they've had like 13 pretty hard injuries on starters.
Oh,
So
their defense is decimized, as you would say. Their defense is
decimize. I'll
decimized.
decimate them. But
Yeah.
but sometimes I will decimize you.
Yeah.
So I think the David Montgomery injury might be maybe the straw that broke the camel's back,
Right?
or the
they were
holding.
holding on.
They still have the offensive line. They still have the two running backs, and they still have Williamson and Porta and St. Brown. So the offense could keep up. The defense
Except they
kind of
don't
started
have
to,
the two running backs.
and now they're
Except they
down
don't
to
have the two running backs.
no. Now they have Gibbs, and so
Yeah,
I
and
think I
Gibbs
think
isn't
it's huge.
Gibbs isn't tough enough to like deal with playoff running
He's not
backs.
taking no.
You know what I'm saying? And
No.
their backups are what Vacky and some guy named Reynolds.
Oh
Vacky and
yeah,
Reynolds.
they're in trouble.
Yeah.
But I only say that because of the injuries. If Montgomery had just gotten injured and they still had Hutchinson and they still had
All right.
Davis,
So,
and
so who you got? Vikings or Eagles as your who
I
takes
think
the
the
lead?
Packers win Packers beat both of them. I mean, so I think I
All
have the
right.
Packers beating the Vikings in the next
I know
game.
we're not doing points, but I'm giving you negative points anyway. -10.
You didn't think my answer was good? You didn't like the
But
injury?
up until the Packers part, it was awesome. All
Yeah,
right.
but you set me up with that question by asking only Vikings and Lions.
Right. Well, there was a two-part question. There's one of two answers. You guessed the third thing.
I guess the third one. I fuck that one.
All right. Question number two in the NFC. Kirk Cousins has 9 picks and 1 touchdown in his last 5 games. Is it time to start Michael Penix finally
Oh,
for the
um,
Atlanta Falcons? For people that don't know where they are,
yes. For those who don't know, Michael Penix is the Atlanta Falcons starting quarterback, and that is a true statement. As of, hold on, I know this
no,
is
we
true.
we just got a tweet that it's going to be Penix. Oh man,
Hold on,
I hate this world of fast info because my question was only made like 2 hours ago.
hold on, hold on, hold on.
That is a lot of
Okay, 3 hours ago, Falcons bench quarterback Kirk Cousins after signing a 4-year, $180 million deal offseason. Rookie Michael Penix named starter. Remember what I
nice.
asked you last week or 2 weeks ago? If
10 points.
they drop to a point, will Penix start? I will take plus 20 points to erase my -10.
Nope, 10's the max for me right now.
Okay. So I was
Well,
correct in saying that I thought maybe if he hasn't been playing very well, and if they lost maybe a couple more games, and they didn't even lose that game, they
they didn't
won
even
that
lose.
game.
Right? They actually won
So I
somehow.
was wrong because I said if they lose a couple more games, would they consider just going? Why not? Why even not? Kirk could start next year, but the season's over. Why don't we just give Michael a chance? And then Kirk can come back next because Michael probably going to go out there and struggle and get his ass kicked like Trey Lance or some shit. You know what I mean?
Possible.
Possible. And then Kurt would be the starter again next year because let's not forget 4 years, $180 million, guaranteed probably 120 somewhere in there.
I'd give Purdy that 45 a year. I'd be all right.
40, you would give Purdy that 45 a year to
I'd
lose in
give
the
him.
playoffs and the winter games.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. But the fans would be happy they get to the playoffs. Purdy's got that weird thing where he's the greatest quarterback of all time, but might not be very good at all. It's the weirdest thing I've ever heard in my life. I'd like, how
Hey
can you have
man,
27 perfect passer rating games, but yet dude, you got a lot of fucking like setbacks in your
maybe
game. You know what I
maybe
mean?
like maybe his dad was like an arena league quarterback or something. He just played in
Maybe,
domes all
maybe,
the
maybe
time.
he's 1 inch on his fingers away from being Tom fucking Brady.
Nah. Well,
Ah,
we'll probably we'll know. It's not.
we will. All right. What's
All
your
right.
next question? Because I think I crushed that one.
Yeah, you crushed it. You got the max 10. I'm gonna stay in the AFC South and compliment Baker Mayfield again because it blows my mind that he goes to LA and takes on Mr. Harbaugh and the Chargers defense and just puts up 4 touchdowns, whatever. Do you think he will make noise in the playoffs? Because I'm throwing the Falcons away at this point.
I don't
Any-
because he's got to play an NFC North team in the first game.
Oh yeah, that's a bummer.
How does he not? I mean, one team is the league champion and the other two are in the playoffs. So he's either going to play one of them. Nope, he's playing one of them.
Yeah. Well, maybe they can play each other and he plays the Commanders or the Seahawks
No,
or something.
maybe he can play Flores as defense and beat the Vikings.
Ah,
What?
maybe. Very
Tampa
interesting.
Bay,
I
a
don't know.
little Tampa Bay thing there. A little
I just,
Tampa Bay Flores, Baker Mayfield.
yeah, a little
I
connection.
like that. We got some drama building here between
All right.
Tampa Bay and the Brian Flores led Minnesota
Excellent.
Vikings team.
We love self-made
If
drama. This is awesome.
if it is Vikings, Bucks, I got Bucks Baker Mayfield because you know I love me some Baker on my Mayfield. I'm telling you
Right.
right now. That
And
motherfucker
Baker's
is a
making some
nacho
noise.
making,
I
book
think Baker can
reading.
make some noise too. I agree.
Man,
Baker
I
makes some
think
noise.
his wife loves him just as much as I do.
I have no comment on wives or
I'm just saying.
mailmen that love them.
And that's right. We're mailmen that love Baker Mayfield. So that's cool, man. Don't worry about it.
All
All right,
right,
next.
yeah,
How'd
no,
I do on that question? I crushed that, didn't I?
pretty good. The only thing you didn't mention is his fumble issues. If he can not fumble, then yeah, then that helps his
I
chances.
did miss Baker Mayfield's fumble issues,
He does
and
miss
I
his
wasn't
fumble.
even thinking about him. But you're correct. And with
Yeah, yeah.
Flores' defense and those sneaky blitzes, they might get me on the fumbles. You're correct. I got Flores' defense is tricky, and they tackle well. They really tackle well.
They did.
Will
They did.
any of the receivers be back? I mean, when I say that, Godwin's gone for the year, right?
Oh yeah, Evans is back. He killed it
Evans
last
is
weekend.
back. Who else we got? We got that little white dude,
McMillan,
McMillan, and the two
Jalen.
running backs can catch the ball.
Oh yeah, Bucky's been killing it.
Bucky's killing it, right? So, all right.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I never leave Baker out. He's got a heart of a lion. And I think he's got a little Mexican in him because those nachos.
right. I got a question. Bucky Irving next week in fantasy or Joe Mixon against the Kansas City Chiefs? Anyway,
Oh,
comment down below. We'll get to that.
stay away from Chris Jones. Bucky, it
Stay away
is.
from fucking Chris Jones. That's what
Stay
I'm
away
doing.
from fucking Chris Jones.
All
Yeah,
right. Question
go.
number 4, my friend. Back to the Niners land. Um,
Love these.
the Rams have just retaken the lead, and they play both the Cardinals and the the other team,
The
Seahawks.
Seahawks. Cardinals are falling apart. Rams gonna go 2-0. No, that's it. That's done.
Yeah, it's done, right? It's over. It's the Rams division.
If Geno Smith has an eye ankle sprain, yeah, I'm gonna give that to the Rams because the Rams have been playing
It's over.
exceptionally well. They beat the Bills for Christ's sakes, and haven't lost since. I'm kind of on board with what the Rams are doing
Team
for your
Puka.
division.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I
they have the
mean,
easier schedule left too, I think.
yeah, I
So
don't think anybody's got an easier schedule than the Rams if it's the Cardinals and the Seahawks, and the Seahawks don't have Geno Smith anymore.
exactly.
I like
All
that.
right, yeah, I don't feel like we have to spend a lot of time on that edition, really.
I think
I
we
would
play
agree.
the Vikings and like somebody else. Vikings, Bears, and shit. Well, we get the Bear. That's a good one. I like the Bears.
Yeah, no, you have your 2 of your next 3 is not bad, I think. But
Well, I
anyway,
think the Bears played us really tough, and I think the Bears will play us tough again. If let me, I might call a shocker here.
go for it. We're all listening.
There might be a little bit of shocker here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel you.
I'm shocking everybody right now.
Oh yeah, that's nano, but
That's
whatever.
that's no
That's the Spocker shocker.
that's a Spocker shocker. That's like a lot of shocking right there. That's really shockful. I'm gonna go. If the Bears beat us in the last game because we're already in the playoffs and set in our place, like win or lose, you're still playing so and so, whoever so and so is.
Sure.
Sure. I could see Caleb Williams keeping his job or the Bears fans getting some weird win against the Packers. Now, I'm just saying that because the way the year's going and the way the Lions, the Vikings, and the Packers are dominating, And the way just things are going, and we're probably going to win the next 2 games or 3 games, and then get to the Bears, and just we could be 13-4, or we could be 12-5. And the Bears need something. You know what I mean? The Bears need something. I could see us losing to the Bears in the last game if we're playing the
I mean,
Falcons.
I can't see your backups losing to the Bears at this point right now.
Nah, Bears played us really tough, man. We had to block a field goal to win that game. And I thought that game was going to be 36-12. We had to block a field goal. So apparently we were already going to lose that game until the greatest blocked field goal ever. So
There's been
don't
a
be
few this year.
don't be unless Jair's back. But listen, if Jair's been injured most of the year and I go to the last game of the season against the team I should beat, and let's just say I'm playing the fucking Cowboys no matter what, or the Eagles no
You know, I
matter
just
what.
noticed you put your post office badge back on. You're so proud.
No, I don't want to lose the goddamn thing. I don't want to fucking search for it in the morning. It was on the floor on a spilled wine. I was like, all right, badges and spilled wine. Pick it up, put it on.
I
Don't
can't
lose that
waste
fucking.
time in the morning anymore. I gotta have
Yeah,
that
it's just
thing
I don't got time anymore. I can't be searching for shit. I gotta have that shit in the spots. All right, so
ready to
it's
roll.
ready
All
to
right.
roll. I can't be fucking around no more. So, yeah, this ain't. I got to be working 9 o'clock tomorrow night, and I can wake up whenever. This is 4 in the morning. Go.
All right,
Um,
go. My last question.
yes.
Freaking awesome question.
Yes, we got.
Did you finally get to see the Devondre Sweat stiff arm from Sunday?
I did not. I did not look for it because
All right, so it was a sack of Joe Burrow, the defenseman Devondre Sweat, big tackle guy, picked up the ball, kind of rolled out to the right like a running back, and one of the offensive linemen came over there to try to tackle him, and dude just bat pawed him, and the dude like feet left the ground. The offensive lineman got trucked. So it just reminded me of all the awesome stiff arms in the history of football, and I just remember a few of them, and I thought maybe you could share your favorites till I'll let you know mine at the end.
well, I tell you what, if I was to tell you, I mean, we've all seen Derrick Henry. That's some of the
Sure.
greatest stiff arms ever.
Yeah.
I once saw Eric Dickerson stiff arm this guy. Yes, Eric
You
Dickerson.
didn't even know I was going to wear this jersey
Yeah,
today.
I did not. I once saw Eric Dickerson stiff arm this guy, a cornerback coming out of the backfield, and like it was just arms straight out. And the way Eric Dickerson ran, so gazelle, big. This guy just, it was like skinny Derrick Henry kind of shit. You know what I mean? I was
All
like,
right. Yeah. You didn't expect it from
did not
6'2".
expect it from Eric Dickerson. No, but I've seen Walter Payton throw out a ton of them. I've seen, I never saw Barry Sanders do it because he didn't need to use his arms. But I once watched, and this, I only say Barry Sanders because I believe the greatest stiff arm I ever saw. I watched Billy Sims one time.
The great and short-lived Billy
The
Sims.
great and short-lived Billy Sims. I watched Billy Sims one time, like stiff arm Tim Lewis, the cornerback for the Packers, I think. I can't remember. I believe it was 21. And you know when somebody doesn't have a chance? That's what that was.
That's what
Just
that was.
bash, and the guy just went back into the ground, and the guy just kept running.
Nice.
So
Very
I
nice.
would have to say, I think the greatest stiff arm I ever saw was from Billy Sims on a Packer game one time, where he
Nice.
came around
Nice.
the corner and he just smoked this guy from the Packers, and I went, "Holy shit!" I was so young, We're talking Billy Sims. We're talking a long time ago. So to watch that smashing of it, and then I think I've seen it in replays before, and I think Billy Sims of the Detroit Lions is the greatest stiff arm.
Nice.
He was a big man.
All right. So I did a bunch. I was a big man. I did a bunch of research, watched a lot of YouTube videos for this, and the two that just kept making me laugh over and over again. One was LeGarrette Blunt once he became an Eagle because he broke through the line and got to the safety and nice little stiff arm on him, kind of separated, and then the same safety came back and he buried him a second time and then kept going towards the end zone. So
Nice.
he got the same guy twice. And then the first game of the NFL season, I'm not exactly sure what year, Garrison Hurst against the Jets, 96-yard touchdown, but at his own 12, guy had a chance to tackle him, done, 8-yard run. Boom, Garrison Hurst stiff armed him and took off down the sideline. It was a beautiful, beautiful thing. Those are my two favorite that I just like. One's
Yes.
emotional because of the Niners, and one's just hilarious because the same guy got stiff arm twice.
Twice, right? That's bad. I
Yeah,
would have never put stiff arm and Garrison Hurst in the same sentence.
yeah, right.
Yeah, that's
Strange.
great. I like
There's
that.
some good ones. There's some good ones out there. Steve Smith, when he was a receiver, he used to bitch cornerbacks a lot. That was
Yeah, he
good.
did. Steve Smith was good.
Marshawn
I'm
Lynch's.
sure if we search through like Earl Campbell or other big giant running backs who ran really well, we'd probably see some great
Sure.
stiff arms.
Oh yeah.
Um
Back in those days, they were allowed to grab people by the face mask and just throw them
yeah,
down.
right. Walter Payton's arm was he just pushed you back the whole time he was running. So
Yeah. Yeah.
but forceful smash to the ground stiff arms. That's the Billy Sim. That was the one moment where it was like the dude was there, next to him, his feet were in the air and his head hit the ground. It was like,
Yeah. Brilliant. Yeah. This
damn.
lineman, this goes up there with the greatest of
I
all
mean,
time.
I
Because
mean, somebody's running at you. How hard do you have to hit them with your arm to make their fucking legs leave the ground? I mean, how strong are you? That dude that tried to hit you is pretty strong.
it was.
Bam, one
Maybe
arm.
maybe he
So,
was off balance, but he went down quick. That was great. That was great. All
all
right.
right, my questions.
Yeah, let's do it. AFC questions
AFC.
of the week.
So it's been a
I'm gonna
whole
give you.
year, and it's the sophomore year. And is CJ Stroud? Is he not the superstar that we all took him to be? I mean, we thought this breakout year this year, right? Because last year was so good.
He tended to be overdrafted in fantasy leagues just a bit this year. Turns
In
out he
every single one of them.
turns out he might be more like a Brock Purdy or Sam Darnold or something like that, where depending on the situation, kind of depends exactly how he's going to play. Like the better situation, the better he is. He does win games though. I'll give him that. Like he's winning games.
Really, because I went a whole different direction with this, and it sounds crazy.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, and I'm not, and right now it's just 0 points for you. It might be -10. I went a whole different direction. See, now Bills are the number one team in football, right?
I would say they're one, two, or three.
And Stefon Diggs is not there anymore, isn't he?
He's not anywhere anymore
But he was somewhere.
for
He
a
was there
game.
long enough to put that cancer into the heart of the Houston
The
Texans.
whole answer was Stephon Diggs.
The
Damn it.
whole answer was Stefon Diggs,
I
that
figured he didn't even play, so it didn't matter. But you're
that
just saying
destructive bastard. No matter where he goes, how can one team go from mediocre to brilliance?
he just in the locker going, CJ, you ain't that good.
Yeah,
You
ain't
don't
that
see
good,
that good.
baby.
You ain't
You
that
need to
good, man.
pass the ball more to me because Stefon Diggs is Stefon Diggs. He's God. What I mean? He just talks about Stefon Diggs in the third person the whole time.
Nice.
And
That is ridiculous.
big
I,
zero, buddy.
yeah, I don't think they're gonna do much in the playoffs either. We'll
No,
see.
I just as I asked this,
The Texans,
what
yeah.
who is CJ Stroud, man? Because last year he was unstoppable, and this year he's Brock Purdy.
That's weird.
That's
I
weird,
know. They're
right?
having similar years.
Having
Similar years.
similar,
Hey, I should get a
similar,
point for being
similar,
able to say similar.
similar.
All right.
All
Fair
right.
enough. All right.
Well, let's move on from that, and let's just ask you. I would like to ask you now: can anyone in the AFC stop the Bills from going to the Super Bowl this year?
And I have a question for you.
Okay. Well, no, wait a minute. Answer my question first, unless you're asking me a question to trump my question.
Uh, if there was a chance that prime Dick Butkus and like prime Derek Thomas could come out and chase Josh Allen around, I would say yes. Chris Jones is a good start in Kansas City. I just think, yeah, they were just so fake in the beginning that now just Kansas City's not playing that good. They can't stop people. Mahomes has got a broken leg, and he can't avoid people. He's now that old slow quarterback, and it took all of like a year and a half. Like the Mahomes, he's never catching Brady. You kidding me? He's a little broken kid. Just go own the Royals already, Mahomes. Give it up. It's Josh Allen's time.
So, so
Uh,
you, so you agree with me that it's Josh Allen's time
yeah,
after
absolutely.
this season? This is MVP. If Josh Allen doesn't win the MVP, I'll be angry at the sports voters.
Whoever is the top pop star next year will be dating Josh Allen or Josh Allen's wife, whichever way they want to do it. It's fine. It's the new age. They can do whatever they want.
They can do whatever you want. Today and nowadays, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
No, I listen. I agree. He'll be dating the top pop star next year. No, listen. Josh
You're gonna
Allen
need some
is
big badass linebackers to fuck around with Josh Allen at all. And like I don't see a combo in the league unless you put your boy from Green Bay and Micah Parsons in the middle and just have him chase Josh Allen at all time.
how about Fred Warner and Edrin Cooper?
I don't think Freddie's big enough. I think Josh Allen might truck Freddie.
Oh well, we got to get some other linebackers on the field too.
Oh yeah,
I
beefy.
thought we
We
were
need some
building a
beef.
team of
We need beef.
linebackers to stop Josh Allen.
Yes, big beefy linebackers.
All right,
Miles
so
Garrett, we make him a middle linebacker.
I'll give you 10 points. That's fine.
All right.
You're right.
No,
Josh Allen
Bill,
is
yeah,
God. MVP.
he is godlike.
All right, let's stay in that conference. And is it time for Miami to maybe start making some second decisions on quarterback, maybe looking for future quarterbacks up here soon? Or is Tua still the answer in Miami?
Oh, two is absolutely still the answer in Miami. There's
Mhm.
no way to get away from it. Although, if he wants to take a nap for like the next 6 games, just take a break, I wouldn't be the worst thing for his brain, probably. But yeah, no, I don't think Miami needs to do anything. They're on the Tua train. It's not like they've got a shitty $200 million quarterback like the Cowboys do, or like Jacksonville does.
Or
Like
like
they
you
got the
will
good
next
one,
year?
or like yeah, hey, hopefully not, but yeah, hopefully he's only going to be a $180 million quarterback. So
Are you only giving him a 4-year deal?
yeah, I'm trying to give him $3 buck 20.
You're trying to go Geno Smith on Brock Purdy?
Yeah. Well, I'm trying. We'll see what happens.
Nice. All right.
Yeah,
So
I
Kyler
was hoping.
Murray will still be the highest paid quarterback.
Right? I was hoping to take Drew Alar in the third round next year and just cut Purdy and buy an offensive line, but whatever. We'll see what happens.
You got Pooney.
Got Purdy.
So you drop Debo this year, get Williams retires, and then you
Williams
have
retires. Debo's gone. Hargrave's gone. Probably, I don't know, the veteran safety Odom and Shavarius Ward's probably gone. That saves about 100 million right there.
and Bosa is just aging and getting older and
Yeah,
slower.
he's not getting a second contract.
No, and he's probably not getting a Super Bowl ring either. That sucks.
Not unless he gets way better.
Or goes to another team.
So true. So true.
Okay, let's move on. Do the Raiders fire the coach to draft Sanders? And I only say this because I'm asking you in this. They always say you can't get a rookie quarterback and have a defensive minded coach because he doesn't truly care about the development of the quarterback. Do they fire Antonio Pierce and go after an offensive minded quarter coach, say like Mike McCarthy?
Well, let's see here. As we analyze the Raiders, who lost to Kirk Cousins last week, making it, what, 10, 11 in a row now for the Raiders? Basically, all they have to do is everything different. Like, yes, fire the coach, fire the general
Whoa,
manager.
whoa, whoa. If they did everything different, then they should just keep the coach because defensive coach, rookie quarterback.
Oh,
Oh, you mean everything
thank.
different than they're doing right now?
That's yeah. What I meant is change everything right now.
Right now, just
That way, when you get
ownership.
and then just build around that number one quarterback and hope he's good. I mean, honestly, the Raiders have no other choice.
You know what
But yeah,
should happen?
I love Antonio Pierce, but it doesn't seem like anyone's responding. I mean, it
No,
looked like the yeah. I mean, they tried a little bit against the Falcons,
they
but
would have done better hiring Rich Bisaccia. They played
maybe
harder for Rich Bisaccia than they do Antonio Pierce.
does he make cookies?
He makes
Oh,
cookies with
that's
the
the
Keebler
Scotty.
elves.
Right. The Scotchy, not the Scotty.
Yeah, that's yeah, not Biscotti, motherfucker.
Gotcha.
So you're saying, like, I agree, sell the team.
Yeah, probably not take Shador Sanders either, but hey, it's the Raiders that just it's a perfect fit.
It's a
Shador
perfect
Sanders in
fit.
Vegas. Might
Yeah.
maybe they fire Antonio Pierce and just hire Dion. Say, hey Dion, I know you don't know anything, but come hang out in Vegas, be our coach.
There you go. Fire Antonio Pierce.
Draft
Draft Shador Sanders. Hire uh,
Daddy Sanders.
Daddy Sanders. And then in the third round, take safety Sanders.
Safety
And then Daddy will have coached these two kids
stands forever.
forever.
Yep.
You know what? I think we just called it, actually. I think
Boom.
you just nailed it. I think it's over. I think by the end of next year, Deion Sanders will be the coach. Shador Sanders will be the fucking starting quarterback. And the other Sanders will be the safety.
The Las Vegas Neon Sanders is.
Right?
I got to
It'll
think
be
of a
the
better
Las
name.
Vegas Sander Raiders.
Definitely. How about just the Neons? The Las Vegas Neons.
You know what? Let's
They
just
got a
call it
lot of
prime
that.
time.
Las Vegas prime time.
Las Vegas prime times. Yeah, no, I'm in. I like that. I think you agree that we should just sell everything. This is what I think. And I think it's ironic and I think it's kind of funny. But you know who should Davis Jr., little buddy Davis Jr., should sell to the Target family. So the Target family owns the Raiders and the Walmart family owns the Broncos. And we can have the greatest rivalry in
Nice.
superstore history.
Man, they be throwing big bucks down for that.
Fuck yeah. Could you imagine the Walmart Broncos Stadium and the Target Raiders Stadium? That shit be on. You know what I'm saying?
It's
And you know
on.
they throw it for those games. That shit would be crazy because they'd be like Target be like, you need to win this shit, and Walmart be like, hey, by the way, you need to win this shit. So that's
Man.
my own personal thought on this. Target should buy the Raiders from little L. Buddy Davis Jr. And
My buddy.
my buddy. His hair is like a my buddy. My
It is
buddy
totally
and
is.
me.
You just plug it into his head. It's fine.
Yeah, it's
There
bad.
you
It's
go.
bad. So, I mean, he looks like a my buddy. So that's what I think. I think Target should buy the Raiders and Walmart can own the Broncos. Target can own the Raiders. And
I like it.
it would be every home game would be, I would go to a Raiders. I would go to the Raiders stadium to watch the Broncos play on Target Day. You know what I'm saying? This would be so much fun.
Something.
Fuck yeah. Get gift coupons and shit. It'd be awesome. All right. Well, I think you kind of answered this question already, but I still got it for you. How will Mahomes' injury affect the Kansas City's playoff spot? Not the Kansas City's playoffs, but where they end up going. I'm expecting Mahomes to somewhat be back in the playoffs. How would this injury just affect where they end up in the playoffs?
Yeah, I think this is another one where you asked the question and then an hour later it was already tweeted. He's going to play. Mahomes is playing Sunday.
No, I understand that. I know he's playing. I knew he was playing this morning. I understand that.
No,
What will his? He's
anything.
already slow and old. He's already, as you said, not going to beat Tom Brady over the
Done
hill.
and dusted.
He's yep. You know what? Dust in the wind, man. All we are is dust in the wind.
Yeah, no. I mean, Kansas City has to get home field advantage. So
That's
even
okay.
like I think I'd rather take a risk with Andy Reid and Carson Wentz in the playoffs at home than Mahomes and Andy Reid anywhere outside of Kansas City. So you get Kansas City, you get in the playoffs with Mahomes no matter what. If he makes it, good. Not, figure it out.
Right. Well, I'm just wondering, so do you think this injury
Kansas
could
City
affect?
needs home field badly.
They need home field badly.
Because if they somehow pull the Ravens, they can loud Lamar out of the game. You know what I mean? I don't know if they could do that with Josh Allen, but possibly.
No, they can't.
Probably not.
They're going to have to go to Buffalo, right?
No, not right now. Well, I mean,
if this injury affects them, that's where they would have to go.
They're the worst one-loss team in history.
I understand that.
Yeah.
If they lose 2 or 3 in a row, because Mahomes can't play,
they
level of.
Nope. Andy Reid will win those games. It's cool. He might win them 16-13, but he'll win. He's fine.
So this injury will not affect the spot for them, and they will be the first 1 seed.
Oh yeah.
All right. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to hear you say. Um, no, I mean, if they don't, I mean, they've lost one game, but this injury could cost 3 games for them.
Right? Could, but it won't.
All right.
Chris Jones would cost more.
Oh, he would cost the season for them if they lost Chris.
Right? Yeah,
They'd
he's
lose the
their.
first playoff game if they lost Chris Jones. The
Have you heard
offense will
about the
still
Vermont
perform.
Catamounts?
Huh? All right.
Nah.
Well, that's it, man. How did I do?
Let's see here. Well, I only ended up with 10 points because you didn't score my last three, so you kicked ass today, bud.
Yeah, I
It
knew
was
that's how
zero,
to win.
it was 0 to 1D, and then yeah, you got actual points, so you did well. Although you did get a couple negatives. It's
Negative
closer.
12. Yeah, 28. So I got that's
All right.
16.
Yeah, I got 10. You should have given me some points for some of these.
I'll give you a 3 twos.
Nice. What does that mean? I lost by one.
Nope, we tied.
Oh, we tied. So our
Right.
record's 1-1-1 now.
1-1-1. Got
Excellent.
something to fight for next week.
That's right.
There we go. All right. You got any performers of the week?
Yeah, the Vermont Catamounts. I'm sure they're playing football somewhere. Get it? Football? No, I don't. I got
No.
no performers of the week. No.
I got one. Romeo Dobbs after coming out of concussion protocol, 2 touchdowns, good game. Ran through 2 guys for one and had an amazingly sick catch for the last one. And I think he's back and ready to play. I think it's scary for everybody else in football. I'm just saying that. Watch out for the Green Bay Packers. I'm FB.
Yeah, your game's on TV this week. I'm the Goob. Go
Uh,
my fantasy team.
go your fantasy team.
Yeah, they're my performers of the week. 191. Moving on,
191.
baby.
Mine's not. Peace.